Hello everyone. Thanks for joining with us in this webinar session on mastering email security, tips and tricks in Zoho Mail. I'm Hansika, your presenter for today, and a warm welcome to you all. I'm also joined with few of my teammates who will be helping you in answering all the questions you have regarding the features that we're going to discuss today or anything about Zoho Mail. So please feel free to use the Q&A tab that is available on bottom of your screen and ask your questions. Our teammates are actively waiting to answer all your questions. So, before we get started with our webinar session, I would like to ask you all a question. How confident are you that your email inbox is safe right now? I'm asking this question because with rise of AIs, deepfake technologies, and lot of online hackings taking place, answering this question might be a bit difficult one, right? And also you might be confused whether is my email inbox really secured right now. So if you're confused in answering this and feel like tightening up your email security of your inbox, you are at the right place. Let's look into few tips and tricks in Zoho Mail that will help you in mastering email security. So I hope many of you might have heard this saying that goes, security is not a product, it's a process. It's true, right? Because security is not something that you just have near your laptop so that it will take care of all your emails in your inbox. No, right? There are a lot of actions we'll have to take to protect our emails from threats that is happening. And hope you all are aware of this golden circle concept by Simon Sinek, where we'll be discussing about any topics based on 3 questions, which is why, how, and what. So this is how our webinar session will be conducted today. We'll be looking into email security under why, how, and what part. So under why, we'll look into few statistics that will help us understand the importance of email security. And then we'll be looking into the how part, where we will look into few of email threats, the different types of email threats, how we can spot and deal with such threats. Next up will be the what part of email security, where we will look into few tips and tricks in Zoho Mail that will help us safeguard our emails. So first is the why part of email security. Do you really think safeguarding our inbox or the importance of email security is really needed? So now let's look into few statistics that will prove us the importance of email security. In the year 2023, 94% of organizations fell victim to email attacks. That too, 79% of attacks took place with help of phishing emails. So phishing emails, we'll be looking into it in further in the session. So this statistics also proves us that email security risk remains high. As we can see, organizations have experienced 91% of data loss due to such email attacks. After looking into few statistics, we do understand that email security is very important and now it is at risk, right? Now, in this webinar session, the next part is how. How to spot and deal with email threats is what we are going to look into now. So under this how part, we'll be looking into what email threats are and the different types of email threats. We do use emails for a daily communication purpose, right? Let it be personal or professional. We use it to send emails, receive emails, and so on. So what is an email threat? If an email seems suspicious or could cause harm, or if that email is not at all needed to you, such emails are called as email threats. So such threats cause a lot of harm to your data and the system you are using. So let's see what are the types of email threats. Here we'll be looking into 4 main types of email threats, which is spamming, spoofing, phishing, and scamming. First up is spamming. What is a spamming email? Spamming email is the process of sending unsolicited emails in bulk. So usually these spamming emails are all about advertising products or services. So I'd like to show you an example for a spam email. So this is how spam emails look like. So if you're a shopaholic person, you surely might have been a victim of a spam email. And before that, if you are thinking, how will the spammers even get my email address? How will they access all those? So think about this. When was the last time you logged into some of an online shopping site, logged in with your email address, did your shopping, and just left without signing out? So these are the places where spammers will get your email address from and start spamming you. So when we look at this email, it looks legitimate. It says about there's a big sale that is happening only this weekend and you'll have to shop now. So if you're a shopaholic person, your eyes will be looking into big sale this weekend only and shop now, and you'll directly click on the shop now button. But if this is a spamming email that you have received to your inbox, by clicking shop now, you will be subscribing to the spam emails. So after interacting with this mail, you will be receiving a lot of spam emails in your inbox. So this is how spamming takes place. So now let's see how we can deal with such emails. So first is check the from address. Even though this mail looks like a legitimate email sent by a reputed company, when we take a look at the from address, it is little bit suspicious, right? It says Rebecca at Amazon, where Amazon is not spelled properly. There is another character which is being added here. So this looks a bit suspicious. So if you're going to interact with such emails, the first thing we'll have to do is check the from address. What else can we do? We could mark such emails as spam. To mark an email as spam in Zoho Mail, you'll have to follow the steps. So navigate to your email inbox and then click on the mail that you feel like it is going to be a spam email or you feel it to be a bit suspicious. Click on the drop down icon, which is more actions, and click on mark as spam. So as soon as you click it as mark as spam, that email will be sent to the spam folder. And next time if you're going to receive such emails from the specified sender, those emails also will be sent to the spam folder automatically and will be deleted. So this is how a spam email might look like, and this is how we can spot and deal with them. Second type of email threat is spoofing. So spoofing is when a sender fakes the identity of others and makes an email. It is as though it is from someone trustworthy. And there are a lot of techniques spoofers use to threaten you. So first one is perfect disguise. So as the word itself says, perfect disguise, spoofers make email address look like the legitimate ones, where they'll be having same domain names. They'll use the same font, same color, logos, the type of words they are using. Everything will be same like the trustworthy mail. But there are possibilities for it to be a spoofing mail also. Second type of spoofing email is cousin domain spoofing. As we can see, cousin domain, here spoofers use domains to loot our details from. For example, if Zoho Mail is spelled as ZOHOMAIL.com, if this is the legitimate domain name, spoofers will make it as Z0H0MAIL.com. So when we look at our email, we might be not looking into the from address. We'll just look into the content, right? So there are times where spoofers will use this method and try to trick us. The other type of spoofing attempt is the display name spoofing, where spoofers will loot our data using this. For example, as we know, display names can be changed as per our wish. For if my name is Hansika, I can have my display name as Hansika Vijay Kumar, Hansik.tv, like however I wish to have them. So spoofers takes this as an advantage and use the standard names like CEO, CFO, or HR. All the standard names will be used in the spoofing attempts. So this is one example of a spoofing email. As we already discussed about cousin domain spoofing, this email is a cousin domain spoofed email. So Zoho Mail is spelled as Z0H0mail.com. So what can we do if you are going to receive such emails? So first, you can block such email addresses where you can specify the domain and put it in the block list. So to add such email addresses or the domain name in block list, navigate to the settings icon, which is on top right corner of your screen, and then under mail settings, you will be able to find anti-spam option. So under that, you will find domain. Here, you can add the domain into the block list. For example, the domain that we have received is z0h0mail.com. And just click on add. So that domain will be added in the block list. So next time if you are going to receive emails from such domain, you won't be able to get it in your inbox. Zoho Mail will automatically detect them and block such emails. What else can you do? You can think before you are acting. Staying vigilant is very important, right? So before you act upon such emails, see to that you think twice before acting. Next is marking as spam. As we saw, you can also mark such emails under spam, and such emails will be sent to the spam folder. Next type of email threat is phishing. So phishing is a cyber threat attack which is used by hackers to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information such as passwords or personal information. So the main motive of phishing email is to get your sensitive data, as told as it can be your passwords or a credit card details or other account details. So this is an example of a phishing email. So there are a lot of tricks to find a phishing email. In such emails, you can find the urgency tone in it. You can find words like urgent, avoid, or it will be suspended, act quickly. All these words will be used in phishing emails. As we can see in this email, the subject itself says urgent, account verification required to avoid suspension. If I'm going to look into such emails, what I would do is just after looking into the word urgent, I'll click on verify account now link, and then I'll start the process what has to be done. So what will happen if this is going to be a phishing email? I'm giving access to unwanted people and all my authorized data will be looted by them. So how can we avoid such phishing emails? First is we can report this email as phishing in Zoho Mail. So if you feel this is a phishing attempt and you don't want to receive such emails further in your email inbox, you can add it as phishing email. So let's see how you can add them. So this is the email that we have received, right? Just click on the drop down option, which is more actions icon, and click on report phishing. So when you click on report phishing and mark as spam and proceed, after this, all the future emails that the sender will be sending you will be marked as spam, and this pattern will be recognized by Zoho Mail, and it will automatically prevent you from such attacks in future. So now let's mark it as spam. So the mail has been sent to the spam folder and phishing report has been sent. What else can you do when you are receiving such emails? You can block email address as we have seen already, and think before you act. When you look into this email, the from address is from rebecca@supportteam.com. It looks legitimate. But when you look at the reply to address, it says addisonbrown@nomail.com. The mail is from a support team, but the reply is being sent to some other domain. So this looks suspicious, right? So if you find something fishy in your email, see to that it is a phishing email and you can report it. So next type of email threat that we'll be discussing is scamming. Scamming is a method hackers use to trick people into giving away money or personal information through fake emails. So even scamming emails have the tone of urgency in it, where if they're going to ask for money, they'll be like urgent cash needed, help us. So all these words will be used. Let's look into an example for scamming email. So this says, please help, urgent cash needed immediately. So we might receive such emails from our relatives also, right? Sometimes, because they would ask us for money. So if you are going to be in such situation, think twice before acting is what we would say. Because if they are going to be a relative, they could make a call to you and you can also verify with them. So now let's see how you can spot and deal such emails. So first is think before you act. Always verify before acting upon any emails. This email also gives us a tone of urgency where it says they are in some serious situation and they have given the amount and the payment method that they wish to receive money from. So by looking into this, we might feel like acting on it urgently, but we'll have to think twice before we act. That is very important. Next is we can mark it as spam so that we don't receive such threatening emails or urgent emails in our inbox. So we did see different types of email threats, how to deal them, how to spot them, and what can be done from our end to prevent ourselves from email threats. So next up is the what part of email security, where we'll be looking into few tips and tricks in Zoho Mail. We'll discuss about few features in Zoho Mail that will help us in keeping our email safe. So first up, we'll be looking into MFA, which is multi-factor authentication. Then about SecurePass email, secure downloads, and then end this session with few alerts in Zoho Mail. We did see that marking as spam, reporting phishing, blocking email address are also useful in safeguarding our inbox. Let's see how other features will also help us. So before we talk about multi-factor authentication, let's take some time to think about the passwords. Passwords are like the front layer of protection, right? We always have passwords for any application we are using or any data. Let it be a simple newsletter or a confidential data. We wish to have it password secured, right? But there are a lot of things that we'll have to keep in mind while creating passwords. Let's look into three main things that we'll have to keep in mind about passwords. So first thing is about creation of passwords, where your password should be a mixture of uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and special characters. And few applications also have some specifications about how we are going to set the password. So when you go through that and follow that in making your passwords, you can make a good password. Second is never use your passwords for different accounts. If you are having multiple accounts and if you use the same password for all the accounts, if any hacker or any of your friend gets to know one of your password, they'll be able to access all the different accounts that you are having. So stay vigilant and use different passwords for different accounts. Third thing is use a password manager to keep your password safe. If you are using the old method of writing passwords in a paper and hiding it somewhere, it is not going to be that useful to us. Or saving passwords in browsers are not safe these days because a lot of hacking takes place. So there are possibilities for your passwords to be visible to others too. So you can use a password manager to keep your password safe. So these are all the things that we'll have to keep in mind while creating a password and using them. So if you wish to have multiple layers of authentications, that is where MFA comes into play, which is multi-factor authentication, in which you will be able to connect Zoho Mail with Zoho OneNote application that will help you in authentication. So to use OneNote, sign in to your account with your account details, give in your password, and then it will ask you to select where you wish to go passwordless or go using passwords. So if you wish to go passwordless, just by using your fingerprint or push notifications, you will be able to authenticate your entry. But if you click on keep using passwords, you will be asked to enter a password where you will receive a push notification then, and such approval mail will be sent to you. This pop-up will appear to you where you can deny or verify your entry. So by use of OneNote, that is multi-factor authentications, you will be able to safeguard your inbox, not just because of having just a single password. Having multiple authentication factors will help you in safeguarding your inbox. Next option in Zoho Mail that we'll be discussing is SecurePass email. So, if you wish to send few confidential emails to one of your recipient and wish to set expiration time for them, SecurePass emails in Zoho Mail will help you. So, with help of this feature, you will be able to disable actions like printing, forwarding, and downloading such emails. Now, let's see how you can send a SecurePass email in Zoho Mail. Let's create a new mail now and give the subject as confidential email. Let me select my recipient. Okay. Now, on top, you will be able to find secure email icon. Click on that. As we told already, you will be able to set a expiration time for the email. For now, let's keep it for 1 day and click on apply. That is, after the recipient receives this email, they will have to set a OTP to access this email. Let's see how that is being done. Now, let's send the email. This is how. So as soon as the recipient receives the email, they'll be notified saying there is a mail that you have received from the sender, which is a SecurePass mail. To access this email, click on the view the email option and click send OTP. This OTP will be sent to the email address of the recipient. Now let's copy the OTP and paste it in the OTP field. If you wish to remember this device, like if I'm going to open this mail regularly, so I don't want to ask for OTP again and again, just by clicking on this checkbox, this device will remember you. Or if you wish to verify it again and again, just click on verify. Now can you see the SecurePass email will be disabled. So now when you look into this, you won't have any option to forward this email, print this email. So this is how you can make use of the SecurePass email. With this, you will be able to send confidential emails to your colleagues also. So next up is secure downloads option. So we did see with help of MFA, you will be able to authenticate your whole mail inbox. With the SecurePass email, we can send secured emails. So what about the downloads that we are going to do in our local disk? If that is the question that is going on in your mind, secure downloads feature in Zoho Mail is a lifesaver for you all, where with this option, we'll be able to protect our files with secure and password protected downloads. Let's see how we'll have to send secure downloads through Zoho Mail. Before that, they will have to go to the settings gear icon and click on under the settings option. They'll have to enable the secure your downloads option. So next time, if they are going to receive any email with an attachment, they will be asked to give in a password before viewing that email. So now let's see how that works. Let's send an email again and see how this email works. So now I'm going to send it to Paula with the subject confidential attachments. Let's type in a content and add the attachment again. And send it to Paula. So now, when Paula clicks on the email that she has received, she'll be asked to create a password for accessing that attachment. Let's give it some time to load. Okay, we have received it. Click on download. Can you see? Secure your files pop-up has come. So here you will have to set in a password. So as we have already told, here passwords has to be set as per the character limit that is being given. So as per all the specifications, let's type in the password and click on submit. Now the download will start. Let's click on the attachment. Now can you see, before I open that file, it is asking for the password that we have set. Now click on OK. Only then the attachment that the sender has sent will be visible to us. So each and every time you wish to see the attachments that they have given, you will have to enter the password that you have created so that it will stay secured in your local storage. Next up, we'll be looking into few alerts in Zoho Mail that will help us stay vigilant and get our timely alerts. First up is sender-based alerts. So you'll be receiving such alerts in your Zoho Mail. For example, if the sender is not in your organization or not part of your organization, you don't have them in your contacts, this sender-based alert will be popped up on your email that you're receiving. So you should stay cautious before clicking or opening the link or any attachments that is being added in the email. So let me show you an example email where such alert is being shown to us. Can you see? Caution alert. So this is how the alert will be shown in such emails that your organization has set. Next up is organization or rule-based alert. This rule can be set up by the admin of your organization where they will be able to give in few domains or email addresses and flag them. So if you receive any emails from such senders, this pop-up or this alert will be shown to you where it will be flagged and it will notify you not to open such links or download the attachments that the sender has sent you. Next up is web bug present alert. So web bugs are like tracking pixels which will be sent through emails in form of invisible images or embedded source code. Usually these web bugs are present in many emails. The main motive of using web bugs is to track the interaction of the user with the email. But hackers use this web bugs also to loot in your personal data. So Zoho Mail detects such suspicious web bug present alerts and gives you this. So when you look into such alerts, think twice before acting upon such emails. Next is the virus alert. If any of your email or attachments are infected with virus, Zoho Mail automatically detects them and gives you virus alert. So you can mark such emails as spam or even block the senders automatically just by clicking on the options that is available in the alert form. If you wish to connect with us after this webinar session, you can make use of this email address, which is support@zohomail.com. And thanks a lot for joining with us in this webinar session today. Hope all the tips and tricks that we have discussed in today's webinar session will help you in safeguarding your inbox. Thank you all for joining. Bye.